In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear shocks on this Audi S4. These are going to be located behind the rear wheels. Let's get into it. In the trunk, you need to lift up on this cover right here. There's a little handle that will hold that out of the way. On the left side of the spare tire, you're going to grab this toolbox. If you lift the handle, then you can pull it up. Open this up. It's just a couple levers. And then you're looking for this key. Grab this key. Remove the center cap. Take that key. There's a hole right there. Just go in the hole, pull that off. Using a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts off. Before I take the last one off, I'm just going to hold the wheel, prevent it from falling. Then grab the wheel and pull it off. I'm going to remove the inner fender well, use a T25 socket, take these screws out. Just pull the inner fender well out. Out of the way. And I'm just going to use a floor jack underneath the lower control arm and just take some of the tension off the rear shock. Just raise it up a little bit. I'm going to take the lower shock nut and bolt off. Use a 21mm wrench on the nut, 21mm socket. Take this bolt out. Slide that out. Using a 13mm socket, take these two bolts out. And grab the shock. It's a little easier if you compress it a little bit. And it slides right out. Now I'm going to remove the mount from the shock. There's a little bumper right here. Just want to grab the bumper, slide that down, and then as close to the top as possible, we're going to use some locking pliers. And then use a 16mm socket. Take that nut off. Grab the mount, remove the locking pliers, and take the bumper off. Now take the new shocks and you want to compress them. You want to compress the shocks and let them extend, and you want to do that 3 times. Now take the boot and the sleeve, slide that over the shock. Take the mount, slide that in place as high as possible. Use some locking pliers right there. Take the nut, get that started. Snug that down. And you want to torque this nut to 27 foot-pounds. That's good. Remove the locking pliers, take the bumper, slide that in place. Now take the shock, slip it in place, get these bolts started. I'm just going to raise up on the suspension a little bit, get the shock to line up down below. Get that bolt started. Get the washer, it's like a square washer, and the nut started on the inside. Snug that down. And we're going to torque this nut and bolt to 110 foot-pounds. Now tighten these bolts. And torque these bolts to 27 foot-pounds. Now lower the floor jack. Now take the inner wheel well liner, get this lined up. You can get the screws started. And I'll tighten these down. And back here. Snug that down. On the other side, right there. And these screws, snug those down. And the screws on the side. We'll get these all started first. And tighten those all down. That's good. Now install the wheel. Line that up with the holes. Get the lug bolt started. Snug those down. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts to 90 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. And the center cap, you flip it over. There's a picture of a valve stem. You want to line that up with the valve stem. Lock it down in place. After you're done, take the key, close up the toolbox, slide it in place, push down the handle, take the cover off, and push it in place.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.